Okay, today we're going to be filming a quick bolt action battle report. This is our table setup for today. It'll be Soviets versus something, possibly Germans, possibly British paratroopers. Not really historically accurate, but we'll go through the army lists in the next bit of the video. And we're going to decide the scenario and talk you through that. So sit back and enjoy the bolt action battle report we have for you today. Okay, so we've decided that on the forces my opponent's brought his Russians, so I'm using my British paras for a change. The scenario we're playing is, I think it's number 5 in the rulebook, Top Secret. So we have an objective marker here, which is slightly off centre to the side because we don't want it in the pond. So here's our map we'll be playing on. The objective, and the winner is the one that controls it at the end of the game. My British paratrooper force, I have 2 identical British paratrooper squads, which are 10-man squads with light machine gun and sergeant with a submachine gun, and then the three other submachine guns. I also have my second lieutenant, a medic, my free forward observer, as a veteran sniper team, because although I'm not playing the Market Garden list, I am kind of keeping it in the theme of para, so all my units are veteran. I have a airborne Recce Jeep with the twin guns, again veteran normal transport Jeep, and a veteran flamethrower team. So it's 650 points, and that's my force. I'll hand you over now to my opponent to talk through his Russians, and then we'll get on with the game.
Okay, here we have the Russian force who are going to die valiantly for Mother Russia. First we have our first light machine gun squad, followed swiftly by our second light machine gun squad, and surprisingly a third light machine gun squad. Behind them we have our... We're Russians, we get to have a lot of light machine guns. Not that they'll be effective, but we get to have them. We also get to have a mortar. We've got our lieutenant here with his staff, with a submachine gun, and our medic. We've got a squad of submachine guns. All the way back here, another squad of submachine guns, just because. And we get our free squad of 12 riflemen who are going to either be really good or, well, just die. Either way, they're free, and why not? We'll get back to you after the first turn.
So just go through my deployment. I have one of the paratrooper squads here, objectives over here, and the other one here. Guess what their plan is? I'm thinking those two. I'm going to try and get the objective. Got my officer and my medic to support them. I have my free forward observer skulking down here to hopefully get us a line of sight. My Jeep and my Recce Jeep here, and in the really nice 4-room building I have my sniper. So that's it for my deployment. I've got 650 points, and there they are. I'll hand you over now to my opponent to talk about his Russian deployment. And I'll take a few photos as well. So.
Surely the Russian deployment's going to be the thin line that marches at you.
Yeah, probably. He'll show his deployment, and then we'll take some photos to illustrate it. See you in a bit.
Okay, this is the Russian deployment, and as promised, it isn't so much a strategically deployed army as a line who is going to march forward, firing at the enemy and trying to get to the objective. We've got our mortar up on the hill as usual, just to provide cover. We've got people ready to sneak around and around, but marching forward, always forward, and dying for the glory of Mother Russia.
Okay, the end of the first turn. Let's see what happened. Our Yowzy Bubbles.
No.
Evict the cat from the board. Okay, what happened first? The first thing that happened is the Recce vehicle shot up the board, opened fire, put a pinning marker over here. They had some counterfire and retreated. The flamethrower in the Jeep came around here, jumped out with the next order, burned some guys who managed to not run away despite being inexperienced and taking a bucket of pinning because that jammy. My medic ran up to here and forgot to shoot his pistol, but never mind. Oh, he run, sorry, so he didn't need to shoot his pistol. That evil mortar up here, first shot, direct hit, killed one of them, put a pinning marker down.
Extremely jammy.
Well, it was a jammy hit, rolled really high and then rolled really bad for wounding, so... But they're ranged in, so they're going to get the hell out of Dodge now. These guys moved up and put some fire into them, who managed to pass their pinning test, run out of there, now taking another pin in. My fire's been a bit ineffectual and rubbish, to be brutally honest. My sniper hiding in there. Guess what? Missed, did nothing.
It's because he's having tea.
Well, of course he's having tea, he's British. And the Russians have redeployed around the river, come out, put some fire down. They've killed one of my guys, I think, haven't they? Yeah. Put a couple of pinning markers in, but killed one of my guys.
Yeah.
Put a pin in on the flamethrower. And that's pretty much about it for the end of turn 1. So we'll get back to you at the end of turn 2. Stay tuned. Oh, okay, the first thing at the end of turn 2, we've been invaded by Yowzy Bubbles, whose eyes are glowing in the light from this camera. My artillery missed. Was redirected onto my flamethrower. So we're going to resolve that now and then get on with the turn. I don't know why I bother bringing my free artillery observer, because it usually does more damage to my own guys. Hey ho. Okay, resolving the artillery that landed there. We have a pinning marker on this unit here. We have 3 pinning on the medic, an extra pinning on the flamethrower, 2 pinning on that, 2 pinning on that. The commander survived unscathed, and 2 pinning on that. So, all in all, relatively funny.
It's quite funny, yeah.
We'll get on with the rest of the turn now. At the end of turn 2, as you remember at the start of the turn, we had the spectacular pin everything artillery. My flamethrower is still alive, but gone down with 3 pinning markers. He failed the leadership test on an 11. I have the objective with this unit. My medic has rallied down behind there. My commander moved up to give support. And it popped a shot, did nothing. These guys tried to rally and failed. Sorry, they tried to move and failed, so they're going to get the ranged in mortar's going to hurt them. The transport's jumped back to the rear so it doesn't get nailed. This has moved up, put a pinning marker down on them. Russians have redeployed, apart from the very pinned unit, and one unit got wiped out by fire from this squad.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it for the end of the turn.
Yep.
So we'll go on to now turn 3 and see what happens. Right, what we forgot to mention on the summary was the sniper in there took out the NCO of the rifleman squad.
That's why they're at a minus.
Which is why they failed to rally on a 3.
They needed to rally on double 1.
On double 1 on Snake Eyes. So we can pull this off now. There's no more artillery coming in. So on to turn 3. Okay, so this is the end of turn 3. Once again, the Russian riflemen are still pinned. The flamethrower made a mad dash forward, killed the lieutenant, and then got machine gunned to death. We have a few units down. These guys here moved up and killed my Recce despite its move out of the way. I got the transport hiding at the back. Popped a shot here, did nothing. My lieutenant and medic have gone down to try and help these guys out. And these will retreat with the objective. And the sniper, once again, is eating biscuits with his tea. We're reckoning that the one shot he made this game was when his spotter was brewing up another cuppa, Now he's actually got some more tea. He's not doing anything.
Possible he may have run out of biscuits too.
Yeah, the Russians are moving up and have killed the machine gun and the flamethrower and the Rake. And they've put some fire down, but not really done much. So that's it. So we're on to turn 4. Okay, the end of turn 4. We have the Russians closing in on the beleaguered paratroopers, who are still pinned to crap due to that bloody mortar. Everybody's moving up. There's been some shots pinging back and forth, but they took a pinning marker, but nothing else. They're retreating with the objective. My medic and my NCO and my sniper have taken 2 pinning markers and the NCO to that squad. And that's about it. On to turn 5. Okay, this is the end of turn 5, and we're calling it due to spectacular luck. The British finally remembering that they have, you know, racial abilities for being British and that they don't need to roll their leadership to charge into combat, charged into combat and killed the squad and removed their 8 pinning markers that they had. So they're feeling a lot more comfortable now. The Russians, however, are feeling a lot less comfortable having lost a unit there. The medic, who there was around here, got a little bit overconfident and charged into them and died. Snipers taking out their NCO there. Yep. These guys are just skulking at the back, popping shots off along with him, my commander and him. So as there's only one more turn left anyway, because we're only playing 6 turns, we're not using random length because it's a small game.
Yep.
The Russians have conceded because they have this unit here on 4 pinning.
Yeah.
That aren't likely to shift these.
And this unit here is the only.
Those guys are the only. Those guys and those are the only can move up. They won't be able to get a shot in.
No.
They can move up and get a shot in, but it's unlikely they're going to kill a full strength para unit now that they've come back into the fray.
Yeah.
So, good game.
Very good game.
Yeah, I think. I mean, your unit at the match, I'd give to your mortar back there,
absolutely.
who managed to rain terror down and almost wipe them out with pinning markers. My unit of the match before it died, I'd say was probably my Reke, which was really fun driving around, or my flamethrower suicide charge up the middle. Both
that's a hard one. Reke or flamethrower, I like them both.
Yeah, I'd give it to the sniper if he didn't spend the first half of the game actually drinking tea.
Yeah.
If he had carried on like he did towards the end of the game, which is killing NCO every turn, he probably would have swung the game right early on. But no, he was drinking tea. So
British, you got to drink.
So again, that's the end. We've got to quickly pack up now because we need to get something to eat and we need to set the board up for another game because we're filming another game this weekend. So anyway, thanks for watching and see you again soon.